That's what she looks like. That's the paint, by the way, the paint match. It's actually amazing. Like, if I didn't cut out the arches, I could have this looking factory. I'm pretty happy about that. It's a pity. I really regret the decision I've made. Yeah, really regretting cutting out my arches right now, but what can you do? That's life. But I just really want to get started. So, alright guys, how are we? So I've made a start, and I'll try to see if I can find a photo of my first attempt at ever welding this. But basically what happened is I didn't know what I was doing. Less than I know now, even though I barely know anything. And I went too high. So unfortunately it just means that this is a bit of a pain now. So what I'm gonna have to just try to tack it in space, because the panel actually is only curved to a certain height, and then after that it goes flat. So I'm having to use some of the flat bit here. So I'm going to try to get into shape with some tacks, and we'll see how we get on. I'm pretty excited because this is like the last big job. Might do the front still. It doesn't actually really need done yet, but might as well do it while the car's in the air. So I'm pretty excited because this is after this car's solid, if you know what I mean. So I just sort of wanted to get it done. So I'm going to set up the time lapse now, and we'll get some welding footage for you. Alright, cheers. Mind if it needs filler. I just don't want the new panel to be higher than the old panel, because that will cause problems. Bad, right? There's going to be a few wee pinholes once we ground it back. And I have smacked up the hammer quite a lot. Hopefully we don't have as many high spots, but I think for having these cut I didn't really want to. Looks alright, so happy days. That's not too bad, so I didn't actually get here until about 4:30, 5 o'clock tonight. And it's 9 o'clock, and that's all cut out and stitch welded in now, so good. So pretty happy about that, eh? Progress. That's the last real bit of welding. I could do the front sill on this side, which I might do, but it's mostly just going to be bodywork now and eventually engine and then MOT. So exciting. But yeah, I'll probably catch this tomorrow maybe. Proper airbox. Here, see, I think that's taken. Remember I sent you at the coil intake? I think that's taking it from the coil. Hey guys, I just want to apologise because I haven't actually filmed anything in a while. And another thing as well is I just noticed that I had my ISO set to 100, probably because I was filming in the dark. So if everything's been washed out, I'm very sorry. I swapped it to auto for now because it is a beautiful Liverpool day. Look at that blue sky, 20 degrees on the menu, 21 tomorrow, 22 on Sunday. I think I might go to the beach on Sunday, spend some time with the girlfriend instead of spending all my time with the car. So I'll just give you a quick walk around the car. I just lost so I actually thought the video was recording and it wasn't, so that wasn't ideal, but this has been properly installed now with rib nuts. It took me a long time to figure out what I was doing, and it's really rib nutted and tiger sealed, to be honest with you. So tiger seals and adhesive here, it's like Sikaflex, and then the side skirts are just test fit. It's not great on any of these things either, so, but yeah, all needs tied up, that gap needs filled. Then on the other side, the last video I recorded was me welding this. Look, all I did was a quick skim of fiberglass filler. So by no means at all have I put any attempt at bodywork into this. And I've sort of knocked up and cut out the arches to fit as well. It's not pretty, like, but you'll never see it, really, will you? And if you look in there, it's all brand new and epoxied, which is nice. So this car is officially mostly rust free. So where's that bring us for now? So plan now is I've already drilled the holes here. So I've already drilled the holes here, and we're going to put in the rivets and try to fit the side. But now we're getting back into it. So that's the plan. So I will put on my wee necklace and give you a wee point of view because I've got this fancy camera now. So, but yeah, sorry for disappearing, and cheers. Epoxy primer. I pushed it out the other day. As soon as I pushed it out, it started to rain. So unfortunately my fingers touched here and something else touched here. I had to push it back in the rain. But epoxy primer is not water based. It's basically like, obviously it's set off by a chemical reaction, so it's waterproof anyway, so thankfully it didn't do too much damage. And yeah, still grand. Sorry about that, we got distracted. So going back to this is a rivet gun, bought off Amazon. And I also have a bag of rivets, I think it's a M4, the bag of rivets. These are like super cheap, like 3 or 4 quid I think, 3 or 4 quid, very cheap hardware. And I'll show you now how we do this. So first thing I've learned about rivet guns is this whole thing up here is all reverse threads. So you have to measure. You have to measure this bit here and then find the corresponding drill bit. So, but it's actually pretty handy once you get it in. So we'll go for this one here first. So it fits in, and then you give her a wee squeeze, and then you just go like that. It's actually easier to take it out if you put a quick squeeze on it, and you'll see the hardest part is getting this thing free again. But yeah, that's it, and now you've got a thread with a hole. So these things are class. Mint. I think this is £20, and like I said, it's like 3 or 4 quid for rivets. Bit stupid of me because, well, anyway, so I don't really know. Well, I didn't want to smooth it in, but I'll just take it back. I didn't want to smooth it in, so I don't really know why I'm going through the effort of using rivet anyway. Probably could just tiger seal it on, but I think because there are issues with fitment, and I don't know if it's because this car's been crashed. I think someone's went in the back of this car before, it's all been resprayed at the back. I don't know if it's because of my welding, and then I also don't know if it's because the replacement panels are very poor, but we will find all that information out anyway. Yeah, since I last spoke to you, I haven't really done much. Actually, I can't remember the last thing you've seen. I've got the over-fenders on with riv nuts on both sides, and the fitment's really bad, really bad. Yeah, it's the fitment. It's not the fitment's bad. It's the people I bought it off. Well, the manufacturer didn't trim it properly to fit. So yeah, because fair enough, like there are low spots in my welding, but there isn't really high spots. And even then, it shouldn't really be an issue. But because this is a skin, it's 1-to-1, so it's hard to slide it over, and the fiberglass just is not flexible enough as a material. First of all, and secondly, they didn't trim the edges right, so it's hard to tell where it's supposed to go. Now I've sort of trimmed the edges now, just to make it a bit cleaner. And I had to take a bit out of this as well because it kept popping up to here because it was the weak spot. I'm really disappointed in this. This is probably my fault because I took it too far. I feel like you can tell now. Oh yeah, and they're just gonna have to filler that because there's nothing I can do. So because these don't fit and I don't want to buy another pair, I've decided I'm going to permanently bond them. So instead of the riv nut look, it's going to be tiger sealed. Reason why is because at this stage I'm just fed up. I just want to get them on, and then I'm going to use tiger seal. Tiger seal is flexible, so I'm going to use tiger seal to cover the gaps as well. Once you get tiger seal, you can get the finish, and it's very easy to work. So that's my plan. Yeah, really regretting cutting out my archers right now, but what can you do? That's life. But I just really want to get started. So today's Monday, it's Monday like the 20th of May, 25th, no 20th, 19th. That's what she looks like. That's the paint, by the way, the paint match. It's actually amazing. Like, if I didn't cut out the arches, I could have this looking factory. I'm pretty happy about that. It's a pity. I really regret the decision I've made. I got this really handy pressure sprayer from B&M, which is like a discount shop. It's not like discount, it's quite expensive. In the United Kingdom, UK, Ireland, I got it for £5. So I'm going to put panel wipe in it, because I know that's what they do at body shops, because I've helped out at one before. And let's see if it melts it, which it would do probably if it's UK finish. Panel wipe's not strong though, so it should be alright. That's not aerosol, so it shouldn't come off. Right, so just fill it up, put in your wee handy dandy little nozzle, give her a few pumps. A lot of people use these for wheel acid as well. Give it a few pumps, And then there we go. Spray a good bit on. I still written out the side skirts though, actually, to be honest with you, because it would be handy to take them. I don't know, I can't. They do look, it looks nicer as well, doesn't it? A big massive toy roll. It looks nicer flush. So it does, so I don't know, but there you go. Just get it so white down. The really good thing about Tiger Seal is that it's waterproof. So anywhere I've mistakenly drilled into the car will be getting sealed. I was taking a bit off, probably overspray, is it? That's a nice colour. Yeah, this is my car, and it's going to be my car. So, good thing about this being my car is I know what I've done half-heartedly, and I know what I've put my all into. So, I can confidently say that this car is generally, to the best of my knowledge, is rust-free. But I also know that underneath these panels is going to be this, because obviously you won't be able to see this whenever it's done. But I'm just so fed up, man. This might actually be too, well, I don't know, Tiger Seal can stick anything, can't it, really? I've also picked my front bumper, so I have. So that'll be cool to show you whenever I get it. Okay. Right. I'm gonna get set up here, so I don't want this to be completely soft. So I'm just going to take a bit of green Scotch-Brite, just rough it up a wee bit, because I think I did sand this to like 400 grit. Look how clean that looks in there after the absolute hack I made of it. Not too much, I just want something for it to stick to. And then, oh my god, that pressure sprayer was such a good investment. I'm so happy with that. Not long now until this car's painted, hopefully, because I'm so fed up. Honestly, I just want to drive it. I still need to sort out the whole mess that is the engine, but hopefully that's not going to take much longer. Do you like the Hyundai Vivo? Oh, I love the colour of this car so much. Alright. So, the weapon of choice. Let's see how I mess this up. Tiger Seal's ready. Going to stick on some gloves, and I want to have 2K thinners at the ready, just in case. Well, standard thinners, sorry. This stuff you use for cleaning your paint gun. It's about 15-14 quid for 2 litres, 5 litres. And thinners, gloves. Do you like my new shelf? That's just tacked in because there's not going to be anything heavy on it. It's such a nice colour match. Yeah, that was me testing out the colour. I didn't have a moisture trap, so that's why there's fish eyes in it. I've got a moisture trap now, I've just a £13 one off of Amazon. What is that? Is that a scratch or is that? Let's give it one last. What is that? Oh, must be a scratch. Okay. Make sure we've got our screws ready. Our gun ready. Get our thingy-majigger. Most expensive caulking gun I've ever bought. It was a £5 or £6, wasn't it? Usually they're like £1, but I have went free quite a lot of them recently. This one was a lot more heavy duty. So let's see. that were meant. Sand it, I suppose. Yeah. Hello, how's it going? Apologies. So these videos, as I've just shown you, were filmed about 5 weeks ago. I've been housekeeping my neighbour's cat for a month, and I've also been catching up on editing. So just first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for getting to 101 subscribers. That's pretty cool. One thing I've noticed since I've been editing these videos is that I really had no idea what I was doing with the car, and also with just general presentation and explaining things and talking about things and explaining my thoughts. And it just basically comes down to like a load of pointless small talk. So I'm going to cut this video here whenever we play Tiger. So the reason being is because since then the plans changed like 3 or 4 times. Right now I've got them Tiger Seal on, and I'm actually molding them in with filler, which is going to crack eventually. But we'll cross that road whenever it comes to it. So the reason why I'm going to put this in at the end is because I don't want the video to end abruptly and for you guys to be like, you know, what the hell, Jack, you know, what's going on here? I just want to give a bit of an explanation as well. So my plan now is I'm going to go, but after this video is up, so this video is going to be released 5 o'clock on the 12th of July. After this video is up, I'm going to go back to the garage, and I'm going to basically recalibrate, rethink everything, and change how things are shot, change the way I present, and change how I'm talking about the work that I'm doing as well. Try to explain more my train of thought rather than just useless small talk. To everyone that's watched so far, I just want to say thanks so much. I really appreciate any comment, really. I sort of started doing this to kind of like, you know, journey my like car build or whatever, but I'm actually kind of enjoying editing and, you know, filming and stuff like that, and I'm kind of enjoying like having like an online community. Like I said, I don't really have many car friends over here, so it's pretty awesome to talk to you guys whenever people do comments. I really do appreciate that. We currently are doing bodywork on the car, and there's lots of times I haven't filmed. There's lots of times I also haven't been down there. It's not really much else extra has happened. At the moment we've got both rear quarters sort of molded in, and I've epoxy primed the inside of the wing, I painted the boot lid, the inside of the boot lid, and things like that as well. So the plan now is sort of, I'm going to rethink how things are working. I'm going to film what I'm doing. I've noticed that the POV shots I don't think are that good. I don't think they're very personal. Let me know what you think in the comments. And at the moment, like, I would like to get this painted. I do have some financial constraints though. So, you know, I don't know if we're going to go straight for a matte front bumper. I don't know if we're going to go straight for a matte wing. And in a lot of these videos as well, I talked about, you know, like I was going to do a 48-hour welding challenge, and then, yeah, wrong panels arrived. Okay, that happens. I was going to paint the car in a week, and then the guy that was supposed to be selling me the bumper and the wing basically just disappeared. I haven't heard from him since. So these are all things that take consideration, and it is hard to plan things like that, but I do plan to get better at it. But thank you for following the car build so far, and thank you for supporting the page as well. It's really appreciated, and we'll see where we get from here. I'm sorry this video's ended so abruptly, but I need to go to the garage, see where we're at, and try to come up with a plan to use any footage that I have, and maybe do a few videos in between to explain, you know, what's actually going on with the build at the moment. But yeah, really appreciate everything, and thank you so much, and take care. Cheers.